Middle East Unit Exam 2019. Type your first name and last name in and choose your class period. Number 1. In order to develop agriculture, it is easiest for people to live in dry areas away from coastlines, on top of mountains and hills, in a flat area with fertile soil near fresh water, in regions with extreme climates. Number 2. I follow herds of animals, move around a lot, and live in homes that are easy to take down. I have a diet that includes meat, fish, and dairy products. I domesticate animals so that they can help me with my work. I am a cave person, nomad, farmer, or city dweller. Number 3, the Middle East is a region that spans 2 continents. Which 2 continents have land in the Middle East region? Africa and Asia, Asia and Europe, Europe and Africa, or North America and Asia. Number 4, which way that water helps us fits in the description in this reading passage. In the Middle East, port cities such as Cairo, Egypt, make it easier to ship items on the Mediterranean Sea and down the Nile River. However, water is often polluted by the shipping industry because many boats carry goods, including oil, to parts of Africa and Europe for distribution. Is this hydration, sanitation, recreation, or transportation? Number 5, which monotheistic religion celebrates the holidays of Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, and Hanukkah? Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism. Number 6, early farmers in the Middle East are credited with being able to help bring water to their crops from the fertile river valleys. Which way that water helps us did these ancient farmers contribute to the development of civilization? Irrigation, recreation, transportation, fertilization. Number 7, most Muslims fast during the holy month of Ramadan. Some people are not expected to fast, including children, the elderly, pregnant women, or people who are sick. What does the word fast mean when it's used in this context? Sleep, do not drink alcohol, refrain from eating or drinking, quickly travel. Number 8, nomads moved from place to place for years. What helped nomads develop a lifestyle that allowed them to change into farmers who remained in a single location? The Industrial Revolution gave them new tools. Agriculture and farming provided a consistent food supply. Government and communication improved organization. Religion required them to build locations for worship. Number 9, based on the reading passage, one skill of the hunter-gatherers is that they could, because food was scarce, hunting-gathering people lived in small bands numbering only about 20 or 30. They could track animals across long distances and identify the food and healing properties of many different types of vegetation. Could the hunter-gatherers build houses out of roots and herbs? Could they grow their own food, herd large numbers of animals, or could they identify plants that could be used for medicine? Number 10, a farmer plants seeds in the ground to grow crops. He also digs a well in the ground so that he can get to water. Both of these actions are examples of human-environment interaction, movement, place, or region. Number 11, Which of these religions is considered to be the oldest monotheistic religion, tracing its origins to a man named Abraham who lived 3,800 years ago? Christianity, Buddhism, Judaism, Hinduism, or Islam? Number 12, the religion of Islam is based on the life of Jesus and his teachings, 613 commandments given to Moses, found in a book known as the Torah, the prophet of Allah called Muhammad and his teachings in the Quran, or the followers of King Solomon and the book of Proverbs. Number 13, you have traveled to the old city of Jerusalem, Israel. While traveling, a gentleman at a booth in an open-air market, also called a bazaar, asks to trade 3 chickens for one of your goats. You argue and negotiate with each other and eventually agree to trade items. This process is called contribution, bartering, taxation, or pilgrimage. Number 14, the text in this encyclopedia refers to which major world religion? This major religion originated in the Middle East in the 1st century. It has become the largest of the world religions and geographically the most widely diffused of all faiths. Virtually all branches of this religion agree to acts such as prayer, Bible reading, attempting to live a moral lifestyle, obedience to the 10 Commandments, and love for one's neighbor, whether friend or enemy. Is this religion Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, Islam, or Christianity? Number 15, what can you infer about cultural diffusion based on this reading passage? Many people in the Middle East think that Western nations exert too much influence over their culture. Others are more open to Westernization, adopting aspects of the way of life common in Europe and the United States. Fast food restaurants, t-shirts, television, and rap music are examples of Westernization. So are many technological advances in business, science, medicine, and agriculture. Some people in the region believe Westernization will give them a higher standard of living and an easier, more exciting, more enjoyable way of life. For others, the loss of their traditional culture is too great a price to pay. What does this reading tell you about cultural diffusion? All Middle Eastern countries welcome cultural diffusion caused by Westernization because of rap music. No one in the Middle East views Westernization favorably. Some people in the Middle East view cultural diffusion caused by Westernization in a positive way, and others view it as a threat to their way of life. Fast food restaurants are prohibited in the Middle East. Number 16, which of these is a culture trait for the Middle East region? Christian churches are decorated with pictures of the Muslim prophet Muhammad, and people read the Quran. All countries in the Middle East have a monarchy form of government. The main language spoken is Arabic, and the main religion is Islam. The main form of transportation between major cities like Cairo, Egypt, and Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, is horseback riding. All Middle Eastern cities have thick brick walls built for protection.